Did you know that you can create a banner for your Instagram feed right in Canva? I had a tutorial where I showed how to create it in Canva, but then you had to use an outside website to create the different parts of it. Now you can do the whole thing right in Canva. So in this video, I'm going to show you how. Okay, so I'm in Canva, and this is what my current Instagram feed banner looks like. And I'm going to change it just a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to start with a new project. I'm going to do custom size, and I want to show you the whole thing because if Instagram changes their sizes, you can refer back to this and just change the sizes and you'll still know how to do it. Okay, so we're going to go 3240 by 1440 and create a new design. Okay, I don't need any templates. I'm just going to click off of that. I'm going to click on the background and just add a color. And I'm just going to, this isn't, well, I'll just pick my color. Okay, here we go. All right, now just to make it easy, I'm going to scroll out a little bit. I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to select everything and copy. And then come over here and paste it into my new design, just so I have all the same elements. But of course, you can just go through and add whatever you want. You can add your logo or just your name or your, whatever kind of graphics you want to add and photos. But now here's how we're going to split it into 3 different images. So if you don't see these numbers and lines, you might need to go to File and let's see, I think it's in Settings. Yeah, Add Guides. Oh no, show rulers and guides. Mine's already checked. So if yours isn't checked, check that. And then you'll come back here. And what you're going to want to do is add some guides so that you can see where this is going to split. So the width of this, right now, the width for the Instagram, for 3 pictures across your Instagram would be 1340 pixels. And so divide that by 3. And then we're going to add our first guide. And you'll do that just by coming over to the left when you see this little line with the arrows show up. And then you'll just click and grab. And we're going to add our first one. So I divided 1340 by 3. And so we're going to put the first one at 1080. And sometimes it's hard to get exact right now at 1079. What you could do though is zoom in and then hover on it again. You should be able to get pretty exact. Okay, so there's our first guide. And now I'll come over here again. I'm going to add another one at 2160. I gotta move over a little bit. Okay, so I've got that one at 2160. Now, if I zoom back out, you can kind of see what that looks like. These purple lines won't show up when you download your design. It's just there to show you like where this is splitting. I like when my images overlap a little bit, so it looks like it's meant to be like a cohesive, banner. When you post it though, you will have the split lines in your feed. And so that doesn't really bother me. But when it comes to things like this, it might not line up exactly, super well with the lines in there. So what I'm going to do is just make this a little smaller and center it so that it's all just in that center one. But totally up to you. You could have something that goes across the whole thing. And especially if the words are bigger, then it's not going to matter so much. Just like with this, I don't mind it like this. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger and then center it again and see how I like that. Yeah, I kind of like that split better so that the split isn't going right through the heart. Okay, so next thing that you want to do, and this is so cool, what you can do is add a page. Now, if I just click right here, add page, it's going to make the next page the same size. But I want to actually go ahead and make it the size that my post is going to be. which is a newish feature in Canva, and I love it so much that you can do all of this in the same project. You used to have to create different sizes in different projects. So, but now you can just keep everything right in one place. So if you click on the little arrow instead, and then click more, you can add a custom size. Okay, so now I want it just the size of the individual post, which is going to be 1080 by 1440. So create new page. So now I've got the same background color, which doesn't even really matter that much because we're going to add it in a second. But now I've got the size that each individual post is going to be. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, I'm going to click back on this one so we know that this is what's selected. And then over here on the left panel, click Apps. And then come up here to search, and we're going to type in image splitter. There we go. Okay, so image splitter. And I'm going to click. So I had already practiced and done this. That's why you're seeing this here, but you won't see that when you're doing yours. We're going to start over. There we go. So start over. Okay, so click Export Design. So it's going to use this current picture, and I just want page 1 because I had already added that other page, but I don't need that one, just page 1. And so I'm going to click Export. Okay, and I don't want to add any rows, so I'm not going to add anything horizontally. I just want the columns. So I've already got it set. I want it split into 3 columns. Yours probably doesn't say this yet. It might show it like a 9 grid or something, but you're just going to want it to be number of rows is 1, number of columns is 3, and then click Split Image. So easy. It just does it right there. So now I'm going to scroll down to this page 2 and click on the first photo, Add to Design. And then it's going to be real small there, but what I'm going to do is just drag it up to the corner, and you want to make sure it's exactly at the corner, and you can tell when those pink lines show up. And then drag it from the bottom corner all the way down. Okay, now I'm going to click Add a Page, and I can just click right here because I want it to be the exact same size. And then go to the next one and click, oh, what do I do? Set background. Will that just put it in there? Oh, look at that. It puts it in perfectly. Okay, so forget what I said on the first one. Just do set background. And then add another page and set background on the last one. Okay, so then I have my 3 images. And what you'll do is come up here, click Share. You can even do this with a free account because you don't need them to be transparent in the background. So go ahead and click Download. And we don't want the first page. So you're going to click here on Select Pages and just deselect or unselect the first page. And then you've got 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to click Done. So I'll click Download. Fighting! Okay, and now I'm going to change this. I'm just going to say, just going to click on it. Instagram banner. Okay, and I'm going to save it on my desktop. When you double click on it, it'll unzip it, and now you can see those 3 images. So then what I would do is select these 3 and send them to your phone. So I would just airdrop them to myself. And then what you're going to want to do is open Instagram, and then you'll select to create a post, and you'll start with image 4. So you want to start with the one that's going to be on the right. So start with image 4, upload that one like a regular post, and you can even do, like I like to do it like a carousel post. Like you can see in mine, I have my the image on the right is, you know, kind of the creative stuff. So that would be about art journaling. And so I might have a carousel post with other photos that have to do with that. And then my caption would be whatever I want to say about that. And then the second photo will be page three, you know, image three. And then you'll talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about in that one. And if you want to do a carousel post, you can. And then in the next one, same thing. You'll upload that image two and then write whatever you want to write about it. Do a carousel if you want. And then in Instagram, you'll click the three dots at the top of the post so that you can pin it. And so then this will become your new Instagram feed banner. So I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, leave comments or send me an email. I'll drop that below. And if you create one, let me know.